Alright, y'all, so I couldn't wait. I just put a quick thing of foundation on with some concealer and some powder to set it. I'm not gonna do anything else because I'm gonna take this right off. I just wanna try the palette. It's so pretty. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna try the liquid lipsticks. Whoopsies. We're gonna do our swatches. Should have done that before. And we're even going to use, mine are a little dirty. I tried to clean them up a little bit before we got started here. Good gracious, I've got to clean my brushes. Tried to swirl them around in this thing real fast. But we're even going to use her own eye brushes here. I just want to touch them and okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to go from the top left to the left to right and then bottom left to right. So this is, goodness gracious. There you go. This is sheer. This is sheer. Ooh, this matte feels wonderful. This is the peachy color. Of course, this is a little more on the orange side than I would think is a peach, but it's still real pretty. So this is Bum. Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is the one everyone's talking about, Nudie. So it's kind of like a topper. It feels kind of crummy, like when you touch it, but like it all kind of, if you just give it a second, melts right on in. Look at that. Golly. And see, like it kind of looked like a topper right there, but then you just layered it again and then it became opaque. Yes. Okay, this is another matte. This is Patootie, and this is the more chocolate brown. Ooh, that is so pigmented. Did you see? I was like, where'd it go? Wow. Okay, then you have Skimpy. So Skimpy appears to be a little shimmer shade. Golly. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. That one's insane. Look at that. Knock it off on my pants because we're savage around here. So then we have Low Cut. And this is a matte, and this is the kind of more warmer chocolate brown color. Get a better swatch. And you can see, so there is the more warm tone and then the more cool tone, I guess, or milk chocolate. I don't know what you want to call it. So this is a shimmer. This is the more kind of deeper gold or bronzy shimmer called Lush. All these colors. Ooh, I picked up quite a bit, but yes. Yeah, it's much deeper. That's crazy. It looks darker, I feel like, on my arm than it does in the pan. Yeah. Because it's like kind of a lighter gold, but yet when you see here's the ones I was talking about, it's much darker, and when you actually hold the swatch up to it, it seems a little darker. All right, so now we're going for blushing. This is that very pretty. Now look, see, it almost looks, it's completely matte on my finger. Let's see what it, oh, you can see that, yeah, you can see the shimmer. Of course, I think the more you fluff this, the more it'll be just a matte. But like, look, I swatched it, it looks almost completely matte. But then when you do that, you still see all that. My swatches are getting crooked. You can see the glitter in there. See, I'm not going low enough. So this is Cheeky. This is like the Nudie shade, but it's more of a pink tone. All right, make sure we do this right here. Yeah, see, kind of, it's more like a topper. Then it's almost wet. Then you go dig in one more time for another layer and it becomes more opaque. See, this one's more gold. This is more of a pink, but not too pink. It's still considered, excuse me, a neutral. Now we have the big deep daddy over here. This is a really deep purple. Ooh, yes. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. My arm here is not helping the swatches, but yes. I've actually always wanted some kind of warm tones like this because like a lot of people use stuff like that, but I've never had one this deep before. I'm very excited. I've always wanted one. We'll go ahead and swatch the lipsticks. So what is this one? This is Show Off. Ooh, yes, that's gonna be a nice deep little a deep I can't think, but deep color. I used to love wearing like maroon, which this isn't maroon, it's like a really deep mauve, but I love deep colors every once in a while. So this light one is Skimpy. Yes. We're gonna swatch the peach shade. So they're pretty, so yeah, the peach shade is similar. It's just a tad more peachy than that one, than the new one, the Skimpy one. It's just a tad more on the peachy side. And let's see, so if you take the pink from her collection, Pouty and Nice, we'll do that right here so we don't get confused. See, yeah, that's like the next shade down. Okay, so these two are the new ones, Skimpy and what was this one? Show Off, Skimpy and Show Off. This is the peachy one from her line, which is Mai Tai, which as you can see is just a hair bit peachier, oranger. And then this is the pink from the Pouty, it's called Pouty and Nice from the Christmas collection, whichever one that was. What was that one? I don't remember right now, but, and see, it's like the next shade down for like this one, if that makes sense. Yes, okay. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're already 8 minutes in. I want to use like all of them. Well, obviously, we're going to take Buff, which is the lightest shade in the palette, the little peachy moment. And we're going to put this as our transition shade, so in the crease. Yes, so very pigmented. A little goes a long way. Wow. A little dusty, but I personally don't care. I did better over here. I didn't load the brush up so much. But see, you could layer it and really intense that color out. Yes, it looks even more dramatic on camera. Why does everything look more dramatic on camera? Gosh, I don't know what I want to do. I want to use all of them. What if we mix both of the browns? So the low cut and the patootie, we're going to use both. Because I want to use all of them. Yes. And we're just intensifying that crease and inner corner. Pushing it in there. Now we're going to take that really dark Risque, look at that. Yes. I want this to be like main attraction here. So I love this color, and I've seen other people use it, but I've never had anything that close. I've got a little fallout, but I am going a little heavy-handed just because I have a tendency to do so. Which I don't mind. It ain't nothing dramatic or anything. I want it to kind of wing out a little bit. And then I want to blend it into the crease instead of just having it on the outer V, because I really want this to be a poppin' color. My eyes are so irritated. Bless it. I love this shade. And we're just playing around right now. Oh. So now I want to go back in with my dark brown combination and just touch up this edge right over that. Just go right on top of the top part here. A little bit more over here. Okay. Yes, feeling it. Now I want to take our big brush again and go back into that bum shade and go over the whole thing. Blend this out. To be honest, I might use this in, cause like I really wouldn't use a peach as a transition per se, cause like, I mean this is pretty, but if I want to use a peach, I want that to kind of be the standout color. I wouldn't usually pair the peach with like the dark color. In my head, I wouldn't. Although this is pretty. And they're blending together good. I would probably, what I'm trying to say is I would probably use them in combination with each other. If that makes sense. Or like I would use like the peach and maybe a little bit of brown, or a brown in that, you know, or, you know, something. But they're still blending together great. And actually I did a pretty good grade already. I like to like lay it down and then go back in reverse. I've tried to do it where they do the dark color first, and because every time I try to do from light to dark, I end up always wanting to go back to reblend. And so I've tried it where now people are doing the dark and then going to the lightest to make it blend better, but I have trouble with that. So I just stick with light to dark and then I go back up to light to really make sure all my colors are there. Now, what do I want to do? Oh, there's so many. What do I want to do? Actually, I think we should go in with a shimmer shade and then we'll go on top with the really intense ones. That way we can get more of a feel. Let's go in with Sheer, which is the lighter gold color. And I just like to use my finger because I just feel like generally all shimmer shades do better with the finger. And my fingernails look like trash right now. Don't look at them. Yes, just building that up a little bit. Like it's really light and then you could like build it up a little bit. Yes. We're gonna have to go in with the gold, I think. Or should we go in with the more pinky one? We're going with the gold. Nudie, the one everybody's talking about. Here we go with Nudie. Here she is. Excuse me. Well, you don't get the idea. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Stop. I'm just going more, so you can go in like a little bit and have a little bit, and the more I'm going, the more like bam in your face this is turning out to be. Like, I know you can see a difference. I know. I don't even have to focus that camera for that. And see, just a little bit gives you just a little more, and then you can make it just a little more, and just a little more, until you're like out of this world. And that's where I like to be at with my highlighters and everything. I want the aliens to see it from outer space. If they can't, then I'm not doing a good job. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling it. Oh, I just rubbed the lipsticks all over me. Oh, that scared me. Jack keeps banging on the door and he won't quit. Okay. What are we gonna do for the... I'll take this random brush. We're going to take blushing, which is the pink shade with like the tiniest bit of glitter. And I wouldn't normally do this unless this was my color of choice. But I want to try to use as many as possible. Of course, this I don't think is really the brush I'd pick up, but all my brushes are so dirty. I've got to wash them so badly. Oh, so much going on at work, and then trying to get my school done. I can't get nothing done. It's so pretty. I got a little bit of sparkle in there, but since they said the more you fluff it out, the more the sparkle goes away and it turns more into a matte. But like if you pat that booger on there, just push it on there and pat it down. Yeah, that would be pretty. I'm loving it, yes. Okay. Now, mess. We will put on some mascara just to get an idea. I think I might just do it on the top lashes because like I said, I'm literally just fixing to take this off, but everything always comes together with mascara and or lashes if that's your preference. It's not my preference, but it's just personal preference. Yes, ma'am. I'm feeling myself. Just a tad. Whew, it's wet. I can feel it touching something. So now I'm going to go in, what should I do? I actually think I'm going to go with the lightest shade first and try to wipe it off really quickly. And then put the darker shade on top because it'll look better. And then we're going to do what Laura does, which she likes to put this in the middle of the lip with this on. So we'll see what's going on here. So this is the lighter shade, the shade Skimpy. I still feel like it smells sweeter or something. Feels good. Nice and slick. Why won't you get on there? I like it. It's still giving me like a peach vibe, but it's obviously still a lot not as peach as this one. But actually looking, like putting it on, I get peach vibes. But like looking in the mirror, it's kind of got a little peach vibes, but it doesn't feel like I'm wearing peach. Because I like peach colored liquid or lipstick, any kind of lipstick. But typically I go for the more nude side of things. So I don't wear peach that much. So I have peach stuff and I like it. I just don't wear it very often, especially like I do my nudes. But this, like, I get peach vibes a little bit, but it doesn't look so peach. Just like wearing like a bright, Barbie pink lipstick. It's not so peach or so pink that I would not want to wear it more often than I would my more different color ones, if that makes sense. It's drying down. I need to hurry. Or what if we're just gonna put it on top? We're just gonna put it on top. But actually, it's still funny how stuff looks so much more intense on camera. Because on the camera too, it looks very peachy to you too. But like looking in the mirror behind you, in front of me, it doesn't appear as vibrant. That's the word I'm looking for. So this is the shade Show Off. I believe this is going to be the darkest. See? And now see, that looks lighter to you than it does to me for some reason. It looks really dark. But I believe this is going to be the darkest shade she's come out with so far. Feels good on the lips. Soft matte finish, or demi matte, is that what they call that? Oh yeah, girlfriend. A little bit more. I like that intensity of it. Yes, I'm feeling this. And this is almost, see, to others, it probably wouldn't be dark enough because like I said, all of her stuff doesn't seem that dark online or on her or somebody else's skin tone, but on me, like, when everyone loves topless, and I do too, but it's pretty dark on me. And so then Jaybird's really dark, so this is really, really dark. And actually, to me, in the mirror, looking in the mirror, it almost looks, it's like a dark mauve / brown color. And so to you on the video, looking on my phone, it looks more of a deep mauve. But I love it though. And actually, I like the look of kind of like a 90s brown lipstick type thing. And I actually have like a brown lipstick. I just need to find a shade that's that kind of vibe, but without looking crazy on me. Crazy in general, and then just crazy on a fair skin girl. But this is giving me that kind of vibe. I'm loving this. I actually think I like it more than I do the other one. Like, not that I don't like the other one, but if I had to pick between the two, I'm really feeling this one a lot more. So now, we're going to do what Laura does, and she likes to wear. I'm going to add it to the collection. And she takes Skimpy and adds it in the center. Is that how you do that? I don't know. I want you to see it. You see it now. Do my lips and just a tad bit with the finger. Okay, here it is. It's okay, it's a look. It's a look, and it's definitely ombre and pretty looking, but I still feel like, I don't know. Yes, it's pretty, but I still want to say just the other one by itself, I'm feeling even more. But this is cute. It's a look if you want to do something a little more dramatic. We added them to the, whoops, I can't pick it up. We added them to the collection, so we have all of them now for the time being. Yes! I'm excited, you guys. I love this. I'm feeling myself a tad bit at the moment. I'm not even going anywhere. I'm going to take it off, and I need to do some homework before I go to bed. But yeah, that was the Laura Lee Los Angeles. I'm going to need to hurry up and get it. So Nudie 2 collection. I'm so excited. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. Here's the swatches again. And I really like this. As far as, I think this is a great sister palette. I feel like the size of this one is a lot more friendly, and this one's a little bit not as travel friendly. But I like the colors in this one a lot more, and I would probably get a lot more use out of this one than I would this one. And if I use this one, I would probably use the two together, if that makes sense. But I do think this is a good sister duo palette to use together, more so than use it by itself. But I think, and they're still all neutral. Like I said, I've always wanted a shade kind of in this range. I love a peach one, and actually that's a different peach than I've ever had before. Like, it's a much more vibrant, intense. I love a good brown shade. These are really pretty. These are pretty. This is a little different, pretty color. I was going to kind of compare it to Bear, but Bear's more of a peachy pink, where Blushing is more of a straight up pink and has the glitter. Actually, if I could probably make my own, which this is just side note crazy, I would like use this, but take out like a few shades that I don't really use, and then like shrink it up into this size. And then I'd stick Nudie and Cheeky over here too. I love it. I'm so excited. I love both. They're fantastic. The liquid lipsticks, the palettes, her highlighters are good. I will say I kind of prefer singles, but they're still really pretty. They're gorgeous. And the pans are huge. Actually, I think they're bigger than some of my singles. And I'm thinking I can take like the darker one, because it's obviously would be way too dark. Bronzy, see, look at my beloved fair skin. But I wonder if I could very lightly just kind of dust that on myself for the summertime. But anyway, I'm gonna go and totally look at that. Y'all gonna let me look like a hot mess. I'm very excited. Super duper pretty, in love with it. I can't wait for more, and of course, you know, I'll be getting it. And if there's anything you'd like to see from me, let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, like to see more or subscribe to see more from me. Like this video if you like palettes and makeup and whatever. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Peace out, Girl Scouts.